All right, hey everybody. I am here today with Don
Aloha.
Guzman. He is a council member for the Kahului seat, and he's running for mayor this year.
Aloha.
Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Could you tell us a little bit about your background? What are your ties to Maui? What makes you want to be the mayor?
A little bit about my background. I'm married. I have 3 children. I have a 17-year-old daughter and 2 boys, 10 and 12. Originally, I'm a recovering attorney, so I was practicing law for 18, 19 years before I entered into politics. And prior to that, I worked with Congresswoman, Mazie Hirono, and also worked as a deputy prosecutor for the county for 7 years. So that's a little bit about my background, and then served on the council for 6 years already. And on the council, I served as the vice chair of the entire council, served chair for two of the committees, which was economic development, energy, agricultural, and parks and recreation, and also the legal affairs committee, which was a separate committee called Committee of the Whole. One of the reasons why, I would probably say one of the main reasons why I want to run for mayor is to make sure that our future generations are taken care of. I've always been one person to believe in the balance approach, that everybody has common goals. We all want to live and flourish in a clean environment. We want to have affordable housing. We want to have adequate infrastructure, as well as jobs and open space. These are all our common goals. Common goals which we all need to be able to balance with prosperity and economics. And I always feel that I have the track record of trying to find the balance and working with anybody on any issue with any group, anywhere in Maui County, for the betterment of the entire community. You know, I do have that record of being fair and very respectful, and that's what we need as leadership now moving forward in Maui County. You know, we've seen a lot of egos in the past that get in the way of moving forward and productivity. I'm one of the leaders that would, I don't have a big ego. I will be able to work with the next council or a new council. All we need to do is be able to work and decide on certain priorities. And these priorities can be done within a term. It's just a matter of give and take and making sure that we're all on the same page and getting it completed by the end of the term.
So in the 3 years that you have been on the council, what are some of the things that you've learned? Specifically, what are some accomplishments or votes that you are proud of?
Well, in my 6 years on the council, I would say the first legislation that I ever did as a freshman council member was basically the ban on no smoking in our parks. And so that was very unique for me, and it was special because I worked with our youth. It all generated from a campaign called Butts Off Our Beaches.
Right.
And this was a collective effort by all the high schools that went out and collected all the cigarette butts and collectively data entry them, and then I worked on legislation with them. We had a conference. I taught them that basically this is how we should be drafting and organizing how to change laws in our county. And so for me, it was a gift to say, look, you don't have to sit back. If you can learn how to operate the system, anything is possible. And so we passed that legislation in 43 days, which was the fastest legislation I've ever had in my 6 years career. And it was all because of the effort of working with the youth and collectively working with our council members and my colleagues. So that was one of my memorable legislations. I have many others, which was the purchase of Hamakualoa, which was the open space. I've also had the privilege of drafting out and helping pass the special improvement district, which would actually, I don't know if I want to bore you with that one, but it's an actual ability for a business sector or a neighborhood to earmark a percentage of their taxes for what they want as a priority. And these are things that can be done as a community, and as well as safeguarding their future investments in their properties. It's never been utilized. That's the problem.
Yeah.
It's like it's there, but it's legislation that is key in making sure that the community gets what they want. Because yeah, as a council and as a government, sometimes we don't know what the priorities are. We think we do, but it's really the people that live in that neighborhood that have the heart and pace of what they truly need. So that legislation was good economically and for safeguarding those who have an interest in their neighborhood. So those are just one of the, there are many other legislations, but those are a couple that I can think of off the bat.
What do you think distinguishes you from your two main opponents, Mike Victorino and Ellie Cochran?
Well, first of all, I don't want to mention their names because that's politics 101. But anyway, they're good people. I worked with both of them on the council. I think at this stage in the campaign, it's very clear. You have Mike Victorino, who's endorsed by a certain establishment, and he represents status quo. And I truly believe that if you want the Arakawa administration, yeah, sure, go ahead. Mike's the man. And then if Ellie, on the other side, she's on the Ohana Coalition, which I used to be, but obviously she got the endorsement. So she represents a different segment of the population. So currently, I'm the middle guy. I'm the independent candidate that can truly find the balance. I can, like I said, I can work with both sides of the spectrum, and I always have been. In fact, Maui Time, when I first ran, did an article saying how can this candidate basically have
Thanks, Rocky. Story.
Hello, what's up, Maui Time?